Hey, it's been a while since you saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break. So a lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true though, just as long as it's entertaining to you. Right? You guys having fun? All aboard the toxic gossip train. Dragging down the tracks of this information, the toxic gossip train. You got one-way ticket to manipulation station. Toxic gossip train. Tie me to the tracks and harass me for my past. These rumors look like facts. If you don't mind the gaps, I won't survive in the crash. But hey, at least you're having fun. Hi everyone. I've been wanting to come online and talk to you about a few things. Even though my team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say, I recently realized that they never said that I couldn't sing what I want to say. So, I am, and today I only want to talk about the facts. So I hope that you'll be willing to listen. Many years ago, I used to message my fans, but not in a creepy way like a lot of you are trying to suggest. It was more of a loser kind of way. I was just trying to be besties at everybody. It's kind of like when you go to like a family gathering, and there's a weird aunt there, keeps coming up to you and being like, "Hey, Carl, what's the tea about?" That was me, but in group chats with my fans. It was weird. I've been sharing my life online for over 15 years. I've poured my heart out to you, and because of that, I feel like I'm talking to my friends. But in the beginning of my career, I didn't really understand that maybe there should be some boundaries there. There were times in the DMs when I would overshare details of my life, which is really weird of me. I haven't done that for years, you see, because I changed my behavior and I took accountability. That's not very interesting, is it? So let's go on. The toxic gossip train. Locomotives fueled with hateful accusations. The toxic gossip train. Steam all over someone's reputation. Toxic gossip train. Hop on board but close your eyes. Otherwise you realize the train is made of lies. And that person you despise, and he didn't deserve to die. But hey, at least you're having fun. In all seriousness, I do think it's really important to hold people accountable for their mistakes. You know, we should hope that everyone can learn from their mistakes and grow and change their behavior and be a better person. And this is something that I've always tried to do when I make mistakes. And it's something that I continue to try to... What? Oh, you don't care? Doctor wanted me to take accountability. But that's not the point of your mob mentality, is it? No. Your goal is to ruin the life of the person you despise while you dramatize your lies and monetize their demise. I know you wanted me to say that I was 100% in the wrong. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to take that route of admitting to lies and rumors that you made up for clout. And everybody I thought someone new to harass. She did some things that I do not like in her past. So everybody gather around, cause we're about to attack. But not based on facts, oh no. Your loaded lethal weapon is your fingers on the keys. You don't need any armor when you can hide behind a screen. So shoot me down quick with a click and bam. A reputation's deceased. That's right. The toxic gossip train. You jogging down the tracks, so this information. Toxic gossip train. Got a one-way ticket to manipulation station. Toxic gossip train. You tie me to the tracks and harass me for my past. Rumors look like facts when you don't mind the gaps. I won't survive in the crash like hate. At least you're having fun. Hope, yeah. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs. We're live and alive. I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker. That was the AI rendition of HasanAbi Singh's Toxic Gossip Train by Colleen Ballinger, also known as Miranda Sings. Live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic time, especially on the Toxic Gossip Train. That's right. One-way ticket to manipulation station, folks. I'm live, I'm alive, and we're here. Now, it's a beautiful day here in sunny California, Los Angeles. It is 72 degrees and wonderfully sunny. As a matter of fact, I spent the morning doing some cool shit. I'm going to tell you exactly what in a little bit, but before we get there, and there's a lot of news to cover today, folks. You already know. You already freaking know there's a lot of news to cover. I'm going to get to all of that. But before we go there, before we talk about all of that good stuff and all the bad stuff, because there's a lot of bad news, unfortunately, I'm live, I'm alive, and it's a special day today. Now, a lot of you know why it's a special day, but some of you might not. Well, it's because it's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We are officially in July 4th weekend, baby. What? That's right, it's Fuck a Fan's Mom Friday, it's Flat Fuck Friday, it's Okay Buddy Friday, it's the motherfucking weekend. That's right. And it's not just any weekend, it's the weekend where America was created and celebrated. That's right. It's the most important weekend of all time that goes directly into a Tuesday, as a matter of fact. It's July 4th weekend, and the festivities are on, ladies and gentlemen. Boys, girls, MBs, I hope you're having a fucking great one. But he did, Mufasa. We motherfucking did. That's right. Folks, it's this is the part of the broadcast for those of you who don't know, I guess, if you're in here at this point and you still don't know. For those of you who don't know, this is part of the broadcast where I tell you guys about my personal news. For all my parasocialists out there, this is the parasocialist hour, where I tell you what I did in between the time frame where I wasn't on camera, between the time period where I pressed the stop streaming button and pressed the start streaming button. It's also a day of celebration today, not just because it's a Friday, but it's because it's the last gay day that you all have. Once Pride Month is over, dude, I am switching it up faster than these corporations did. I mean, holy fuck, they literally swapped it 4 days in for the most part. Most corporations gave up on you gays, okay? They said, yeah, I don't want any of that shit like 4 days in the Pride Month. I at least stood strong for 30 fucking days, but you know, once Pride Month is over, no more of that gay stuff. Do you understand? We're not doing anything. We're not doing any of that queer shit. None of that is happening here, okay? None of that. None of that. I'm gonna be talking about how all of y'all are going to hell, okay? Get back in the closet. Anyway. But of course, this is the last day. This is the last day where I will not be saying that. Okay, none of that shit in public. You know, I don't want to see that. Systems overload. Thank you for the 50 gifted subs, allowing 50 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour when there's a 3-minute ad break, as a matter of fact. Won't be running that right now because I'm only 20 minutes in. So, anyway, where was I? Okay, so like I said, this is part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news about what's going on in my life. And yesterday, I only had a 3-hour slot. I started off at 11, and I did for I streamed for 3 hours, a little bit, give and take. Glizzy Gobbler, thank you for the 10 gifted. And I ended the broadcast early. Now, many of you probably thought, Hassan, what the fuck are you doing? You changed up. You're acting different. You're acting brand new. Why are you not streaming? Money changed you. And to them, I say, yes, it's because I was doing charity, which is one of my favorite things to do. Hold on, let me just look at something real quick. Okay, perfect. That's right.
I was doing charity, folks. You popped off the auction, raising the price on some of the items, to be honest. I did. I had two goals. One, to actually buy some of the shit, and two, to like raise the prices. Because like I had a limit. I don't know how you do auctions. Like that's like, you know, advanced rich guy shit. I've never participated in stuff like this before. But I had like an idea of how I would conduct this. How I would conduct this auction. I had a hard cap on like the amount of money that I was willing to spend on a particular item. And then if it didn't go that far, or if I knew that someone else was definitely more interested and I wanted to up the price a little bit, I was like, you know what, I'll dance around a little bit. It's all good. But yeah, I almost got Ludwig's Vespa. You could have bought Sykkuno shorts. Yeah, we'll talk about all that. I heard you did an Aiden Ross on stream yesterday. What the fuck happened? An Aiden Ross on stream? What does that mean? Systems overloaded with another 50. What is going on right now? My systems are overloaded. What is an Aiden Ross? Everyone hated you for not getting the Vespa. You should have bought the Vespa and blown it up for content. They raised the price of the Vespa by $51 and you backed out. What the fuck? I knew that I knew that Ludwig would not let me have it for anything less than 20K. There was a couple things that I wanted, that I definitely would spend money on. I wanted the Legal Eagle gavel because I like Legal Eagle. I wanted... Yeah, we'll cover the French riots as well. Don't worry. I wanted the Legal Eagle gavel. For those of you who don't know what's going on, by the way, yesterday I went on a charity stream that my friend put together. CDawgVA, wonderful guy, wonderful Welshman who I have had the privilege to hang out with from time to time. You might recognize him from the famous Japan streams. Connor Dog Veterans Affairs, Connor Dog Virginia. He is in Los Angeles. He conducted this charity stream. He's here for Anime Expo. I'll see him tomorrow. You guys can also see him at Anime Expo alongside myself tomorrow. I'm going to try to stream from the Anime Expo tomorrow. Anyway. Yeah, he's a bit of a snack and a bit of a legend, and also the IDF's greatest supporter. Now, by the IDF, I do not mean that Connor Dog is, an evangelical Christian in the South in a mega church spending money on the Israeli Defense Force. I am, of course, talking about the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which happens to have the same letters. Unfortunately, it has nothing to do with the nation state, or rather the theocratic ethno-state engaging in mass ethnic cleansing of Palestinians. Unless they have some kind of immunodeficiency in Israel, in which case then the IDF could be helping some Israeli citizens. But, there's nothing wrong with that, obviously. But not the same IDF that you think. But it still gave me a little bit of whiplash. It certainly did. It certainly gave me a little whiplash when every time they were like, well, we want to congratulate the IDF for, doing a wonderful job. And I always just kept thinking, like, what? Oh God. Oh, man. Okay. It kept messing with me. But Connor is a great guy. Yeah. And Iron Mouse is great. And all the other content creators that participated, they were all great. They're all wonderful people. I'm a little... I won't lie to you. I felt a little shitty. Like, it's not about me at all, but I really did think that the ethnic Santa, which is important to me and important to this community, I really thought that someone would want to pick that up. You know what I mean? I didn't realize that was not necessarily going to be something that people are not interested in. The Oiler chatters did not want it. Bro, you followed up Germa. There was no way. I know. I was sitting in the back thinking, dude, I'm following this guy. Like, I was shaking my fist in the air going, Ludwig, you did this. Which I know he didn't. He's not that hands-on, but still. Second. I think it was because it was super late for Europeans. Okay, guys, every time I say something, you don't have to engage in like copium. I mean, you said you could get it at Home Depot. It's $99. Also, there was the drama about the missed bid, which I think cooled the excitement. You said you got it from Home Depot that wasn't selling it. What do you mean? Chatters, there was a copy of FIFA 17 that Connor signed that went for like almost the same amount of money that the Ethnic Santa went for. What are you talking about? You should have put Kaya up for auction for peeing all over your house. I would have in a separate timeline, but in this one, not anymore, which I will get to. My friend said all your fans are poor socialists. I mean, they're not. There's some juicers. There's some Oilers in here, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, listen. Overall, it was a great event. I spent $7,000 on this charity to purchase Systems Overlord with another 100 gifted subs. What the hell's going on? God damn. When are you doing Iron Mouse show? I gotta set up a time for that as well. Almost everything that was auctioned you can get at Home Depot. I know, yeah. F's in the chat for Ethnic Santa. Gone but not forgotten. I know. You know what? Let's do that right now. F's in the chat for this big, beautiful Italian man, okay?
Tell you when I see you again. When I see you again. Tell you when I see
Italian man. We gave up our big, beautiful Italian man. We gave our big, beautiful Italian man up for a great cause last night. I hope he finds happiness in his new forever home. That, bro, you can do anything with that video. That video that we just watched, with that sound, and it will make me sad. I don't know what it is. It can be like the most fun thing that you've ever seen, but if you put that sound behind it, it just like automatically makes it sad. It's so weird. I don't know why it has this kind of like, yeah, immediately you go RIP Paul Walker. Like, I don't know why I'm so fucking conditioned, you know? Play that over the dude farting on the dog. Oh my God. You said you should auction the Eat the Rich shirt or a Gucci one. I don't even know where the Eat the Rich shirt is. It's not Eat the Rich, by the way. That's a Berenstein Bear moment, okay? The shirt says Tax the Rich, even though a lot of dumb motherfuckers think it says Eat the Rich. But it's not your fault. You better steal the hammer from Elwig. I will not be able to because he's very upset about it. He was very upset that I cooked him on that when I just like let him hang on a meme, which was infinitely funnier than actually getting the gavel. Part of the reason why I wanted to get the gavel was so that I could like have a line of communication open with Legal Eagle so I could inevitably have him on the show because I do like his content. And I realized that, you know, it's fine. This is like way funnier. He got baited by Connor to like raise the price by $1 and then had to fucking pay for it. And it's one of those beautiful moments where like everyone got together and collectively had the understanding we're not gonna raise the price on this any further. Like no one on the online side wanted to raise it. I immediately was like, nope, I'm done. And he just got stuck with it, which was awesome. Twice, as a matter of fact. Second time with the Michael Reeves microwave. Wasn't it Make the Rich Pay? Yeah, it was. It was never Eat the Rich. It was Make the Rich Pay. Is that not what I said? Teamsters Union, which represents about 340,000 UPS workers, have been negotiating with UPS for a month for a new contract. Contract expires July 31st. We held a strike nationwide. We held a practice strike nationwide today. Andy Sotelo, I am very well aware. I've talked about this, and I will continue to cover it, obviously. There's a lot going on in that part, on that news story. We'll get to it. Oh, my God. This is not in the playlist. Why is this not in the playlist? Oh my God, if I knew that this was on the playlist, I would have played this morning. Some folks have all made the way to play. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue. And when the band plays Hail to the Chief, ooh, they point the cannon at you. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no Senator Stars out. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no boyfriend and one dog. Some folks have on silver spoon in hand. No, don't they help themselves, dog. I'm not gonna lie, I've sang this song like on stream, and I think it sounds better when I actually sang it. But yeah, can you actually hold a tune? I mean, here's the original.
I meant M60 with fucking Fortunate Son playing in the background as I fucking fly in. Hell yeah, brother. Yeet, yeet. Get a goddamn bazooka for these fucking hogs, brother. It ain't me. It ain't me. I'm no Senator Sawyer.
The baby always gets me, dude. When he put me in the fucking, when he put my head as the Vietnamese baby, I love that one so much. The little baby. Better? No, I mean, in my mind, I thought I sang it better, but I certainly didn't. All right, let's get back into it. What the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, the baby. The baby makes you pause and go back every fucking time. Yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, so I spent $7,000 on a sword because we didn't end up completing a blacksmithing, swordsmithing stream alongside Valkyrie. So I bought her first sword as revenge, first sword that she's ever purchased, which I will be prominently featuring. It's a cutlass. Yeah, I was walking around everywhere downtown Los Angeles last night, wearing my fucking Yoji fit with the sword by my side, looking like the coolest weeb, to be fair. When are we going to decide on a personal message? Yeah, I think we should, as a community, get ready to say cracker. Anyway, you will never be Roronoa Zoro. Excuse me. I now literally have 2 swords. I have 1 katana and 1 cutlass. All I need is a 3rd katana, okay? And then I'm quite literally Roronoa Zoro, okay? You should take it to the Anime Expo. Are you going to Anime Expo LA? Yes. I will not be taking this to the actual sword of the Anime Expo, but you know, we'll see. Get a big ass claymore, dude. Bolsonaro's out until 2030. Oh, dude, what? You hate to see political corruption in Brazil like this. They're just taking down an honest man. I know what it is, and I don't like it. Embrace your inner weeb and cosplay. I want to, but we don't really have that much time, unfortunately. So we'll see. I might be able to pull something together on short notice for tomorrow. So go to the Fucku booth and meet my homies. I did that last time. There's so much news to cover. Wearing a Jinbei to the Anime Expo cringe, Lamau. I mean, I don't know. It's just the most anime you can be Japanese. You know what I mean? So technically, no. I don't think so. What about this morning in the bird story? I'm going to get to that in a second. So yeah. Last night we went to a Shabu-Shabu Place that Ludwig chose, and I partook in my favorite experience of all time, which is making Ludwig foot the bill by talking about how rich he is and how he's the coolest, which is precisely what I did. It was a fat one too, which made me feel great. Now, part of the problem with the fat bill was that the Shabu-Shabu Place is like, for those of you who don't know, it's like a meat. There's a broth, and then you dip your little meat in there, and then you dip it into a sauce, and you eat it. It's fine. It's great. It's whatever. It's not the end of the world, right? So I looked at the menu, and I was like, we're all ordering the most expensive thing. And guess what? I was wrong to do that. Not because I wanted to cook Ludwig as hard as possible, but I was wrong to do that because the most expensive thing on the menu, turns out, was just expensive because it had seafood in it. So I ended up getting like a bucket of like crab legs and all different kinds of like sushi and all this shit that I can't even eat. And obviously Carl loves that. Whenever Carl and I go out to dinner, he will sit next to me or across from me so that we can do a swap. He's not the biggest fan of red meat, even though he does partake in it, but he loves sushi and seafood, and I don't eat any seafood at all. So he ended up going on a journey of decadent sushi experiences. And then the crab legs were almost entirely consumed by Alex, who I think ate like around 8 to maybe 16 crabs total. It was wild. But anyway, the reason why I'm explaining this story is not just because it was seafood, but also because everyone got their fucking food, but because we got the most expensive menu, okay? Because we got the most expensive menu, the fucking they didn't bring it. They didn't bring it until later. Like everyone was eating and we were just like sitting there. Systems overload. Jesus Christ, another 20, and then another 50. What is happening, bro? And a 15. Guy's going crazy with it. And then a 5? Make no sense. The Chick-fil-A during the auction was killing me. Dude, I was dying. I was so hungry because I ate so much. Or not ate. I worked out so much before I streamed this morning, and then I was starving. This motherfucker won't open my chat logs. You all have a good day and enjoy. Finally, I wanted to say thank you for doing what you do and having more patience than me doing it. You make sure to take care of yourself as well. Love you. I'm a YouTube type, so won't be here all the time. Yeah, a lot of idiots, but a lot of love too. You may not see it or feel it, but we there with you. And if some of y'all know me, you know what's coming, lol. Wait, what do you mean? What is systems overload? Money changed, yeah, so take mine. Won't read my past messages neither. Wow, no cap, lol, love you. I don't know what's going on. What is coming? Bro, you made a joke about chat telling you that you won't be hungry at the auction, and you were right. I mean, I knew I was going to be fucking hungry at the auction. Overload. I think it's supposed to be wholesome. Oh, he meant like the gifts. Gifted. But started laughing when he said the most expensive thing had seafood. My coworker looked at me like I was crazy, laughing to myself. Another 100. What the fuck? This man does not want y'all to see any ads at the top of the hour where there's a 3-minute ad break. He doesn't want you to see that at all. That's why he's gifted like 500 fucking subs. at the top of the hour when there's a 3-minute ad break. Here's a 3-minute ad break now. All right, let's continue. Also, I gotta hold on. Let me also run the my blast off tweet. It's SCOTUS Friday, talking student loan debt relief. France is on fire with police brutality. Dylan Mulvaney's response to Bud Light and more. Get in now. I also saved so 2 things. One, Kaya was incredible. I want to give a shout out to Kaya. Wow, the nerve lol. God forced me to sub the nerve lol. What? Are you okay? Someone made a video of Kaya's progress. It's not the same dog. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure it's not. Does anyone have a good blast off meme? All right, I'll use the bomb lefts one. I also saved a hummingbird, which I'm going to talk about in a second. Blast off video. Oh my God, that video is sick. Okay, sorry, bomb lefts. I love your meme, but I think we're going to use that video instead. God damn it, that video is sick. Right click and save video. Okay. Sorry, bomb lefts. That video is incredible. HasanAbi Eras tour when? Soon. Okay. All right, let me tweet this out. When are you getting your own bear? I have my own bear. Her name is Kaya. This was the bomb lefts meme that I was going to use originally, but unfortunately, this video came in through Little Bear and it was fire, so I used it instead. I'll use a bomb lefts tweet soon. Anyway, here it is, folks. There we go. Starting strong with the Supreme Court takes. This was the bomb lefts meme, by the way, which was great. The bird whisperer. Because I am the bird whisperer. I am the fucking bird whisperer. Mate, I'm the fucking bird whisperer. You don't understand it, mate. I'm fucking the bird whisperer. We're going to talk about that in a second. I'm the dog whisperer too. Why am I the dog whisperer? Well, it's because Kaya is perhaps the best behaved dog you've ever seen. Perhaps the best behaved dog. She's got a fucking PhD. Right? Incredibly well behaved. And let me tell you why. So yesterday, I had to be away from camera, or I had to be away from home, be away from Kaya for a long ass time. I left the house at around 3, and I got back home at around 11:30. Okay, so that's a tremendous amount of time to be away from a puppy. Luckily, my brother was home, so he came in. I crated Kaya. Originally, and if you guys remember, she had a big problem with like being in the crate. She had separation anxiety. I worked with a trainer on combating this separation anxiety. Basically, what he told me was get one of those crate covers and use it when she's sleeping next to you. Right? Use the crate cover when she's even sleeping next to you at night, so that there is no real difference between like you being there. She can't see, but she can feel you being there. But there's no real difference between like you being there versus you not being there. So I started doing that. Okay. I started putting a crate cover, which was perfectly fine. And then I started slowly but surely, you know, when I was in the shower, for example, putting her in the crate for like 20 minutes. Because anytime I would leave her in the crate for like more than 25 minutes, she would freak the fuck out, right? Like she just didn't like it. I think she thought that I would like leave her, right? And that was becoming a major issue. And it's like an important part of training a dog is crate training, right? So motherfucker super chatted a promo. What is happening? I don't know what's going on. I didn't see the super chat. Why is everybody fucking freaking out about it? I've abandoned my child. Okay, have fun with that. Anyway. No, because I'd never put a dog in a crate. Yeah, I don't care, man. Like, okay, great. Like, you don't understand how this works, and that's fine. I don't give a shit about your progressive training techniques or whatever the fuck. Okay, crate training is widely utilized by pretty much every fucking professional trainer and vet in the United States of America. Okay? Dogs like the comfort of having a space for themselves. Okay? And we've already talked about crate training a lot before. A big part of the reason why she's behind me in a pen the entire fucking day, as I do let her out throughout the day, and I do also get a lot of her exercise in the morning, is specifically so that I can control her environment as best as possible, keep her entertained, keep her interested, but also make sure that she doesn't end up chewing on shit that she's not supposed to, developing bad habits, building too much of an autonomous or building attitude, I guess, because when dogs can make their own fun, they end up developing bad habits that are going to be much harder to train down the line. That's the whole purpose. It's like raising a child. You're supposed to fucking make sure that your child is not out there trying to kill themselves. Okay? That's the reality. My dog also doesn't really like taking showers that much, but I still groom her, okay? Because I'm not a fucking anarchist, okay? I subject her to unjustifiable hierarchies all the time because she is a child. She's a baby, and she's trying to fucking die at any given moment, right? Especially when she was even younger, where she would like eat a bunch of shit that could get lodged in her goddamn throat very easily. Anyway, hold on one second. I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to play how much she's grown. The Kaya progress timeline while I go grab something. I'll be back. I went on Craigslist and I looked for big breeds. And I found a Mastiff breed. This was the Mastiff breed. She comes from a family. We don't know what her mom is.
Yes, very.
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much.
Bro, I'm not. She's grown. I swear to God.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay. She's very big now.
was the cooling pad that I will probably never be able to use because she immediately thinks because it's blue, just like her piss mats. Okay, well, the cooling pad is done. No. Who also has some chow chow in her? She notices a dog. I had a 1-pound puppy that ate an entire pen from my brand new Galaxy phone and had to get her taken to the emergency vet. They are actively trying to kill themselves at any given moment. Yeah. Exactly. Not fond of this. This is a big moment. This is like...
Okay, he goes for the yeah.
She's so good.
Good boy, Huxley. Be polite.
She looks like you, dog. I'm gonna cry. Do they? Do people say dogs resemble their owners? I don't know. That face is so funny because she just looks, she has so much attitude in that. Like, what's happening here? I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if I like it yet. Yeah, that's the gays go home tomorrow. The side eye, dude. I know what you are. I know what you are. Does look like you both have chill ass faces. Well, thank you. Treats over. All right. Oh, she moved it. Good job. Yay, Kaya. Good job. Keep it going, Kaya. Okay. Because it is. Oh. She loves it. Look at that. Look at how much she loves that shit, dude. Same dog that trapped herself behind the Master Chief helmet. Never forget Kaya's 9/11. Yeah. So yeah, last night, like I said, Marat was here while I was at the auction, right? And he left around like 7. And I didn't come home until 11:30. So basically, it was like 4 hours and 30 minutes that she spent in the crate by herself. And she was perfectly fine. She didn't shit in the crate. She wasn't even crying when I got home. She didn't shit in the crate. She didn't piss in the crate. And it was perfectly fine. I obviously leave some like special toys in the crate for her that she only gets to have in the crate. But, you know, all of that training is finally taking hold, which is really good. It's really, really good. It makes me very proud. One of the things that I started doing, of course, that I think is really good is she's finally going to get her last round of shots tomorrow. But even leading up to that, I took her, I've been taking her to the gym where, as you guys saw, there's 2 other dogs. My trainers have incredibly well-trained dogs. They're also, one of them is a puppy. The other one's like 2 or 3 years old. And they are so incredibly fucking well-trained. And especially the Belgian Malinois, Huxley, he is like, he's also very energetic. He himself is a puppy. He's like a year old. So they just go crazy together. They just like play all day, every day. And after tomorrow, once she gets fully vaccinated, I'll be more comfortable taking her to the dog park, and I'll start taking her out on walks. So I'm, this has been a wonderful thing because when she goes there, she's super well behaved. She plays around. And she gets very tired, and then she sleeps the entire day. She eats her breakfast. She plays around. She eats her breakfast, and then she's done. Out like a fucking light, okay? For the rest of the day, for the whole day, which is great. A well-trained Malinois, props to him, very driven breed. Yeah, I'm using the same trainer that my trainer used as well. And yeah, he's very good. I wish my dog was like that. My friend, every dog can be like that, especially if you've raised them from puppy age. It's just that it takes a tremendous amount of effort and repetition, okay? That's the problem. And a lot of people don't put in the effort, or a lot of people don't know how to do it and make mistakes without realizing, because like it's unintuitive. That is precisely the reason why. That is precisely the reason why a lot of people in the chat are constantly telling me stupid fucking things about like crate training, or why are you keeping your dog in a pen all day? You're a bad guy. Like I'm doing all of the right things, and more importantly, it's a tremendous amount of repetition. This is an incredibly stubborn dog, an incredibly intelligent dog, but an incredibly stubborn one. And what I learned in that class allowed me to train my other dogs myself. I took a training class with my first dog. Yeah. You think Shredder is a well-trained dog? No, of course not. But Ethan knows that as well. You know what I mean? That's walking around with a Belgian Malinois is like open carrying an AR-15. Yeah. Will you take her to Alveus one day? I talked to Maya about it. Unfortunately, dogs cannot go to Alveus where there's like other kinds of animals. I guess there's like a law around it. So she said it would be fine to like keep her indoors, but not around the other like animals. How'd your training go with Fish? It was great, but Fish was a lot easier to train. He did everything right, and Chad indicted him. Exactly. Let your dog do whatever she wants, and also reward her for doing bad stuff. She's so cute. Exactly. One of the things that I think a lot of people, for example, miss about training a dog is that this is a very social dog, right? She has been, since day one, being socialized aggressively with humans and socialized aggressively with other dogs, right? So now, when she meets a new dog, it's not like weird. It's not freaky. Like, she's perfectly capable of conducting herself in a reasonable manner in a situation like that. One thing a lot of people forget is that when you socialize your dog with humans, you have to not only train your dog, you have to train the fucking humans that are around your dog. Okay? I think the hardest part about training Kaya in the beginning wasn't necessarily training her. It was training my mom, okay? Who quite literally was like unwinding every protocol that I was trying to rigorously establish without even knowing that she was doing so. So, not, like, for example, the Aussies are staying in my house. I told them right off the bat, I was like, do not pet her when she's like unruly. Do not pet her when she bites. If she tries to get nippy with you, do not pet her immediately. Redirect, stop, tell her no, and redirect, and don't play with her at all. If she jumps at you when you first come in, don't pet her. So now, slowly but surely, you establish that like every person that this dog sees is going to behave like this. So then she learns how to behave around humans. It's quite literally more important to train the humans that your dog encounters on a daily basis than just your dog, right? That way she gets to be properly socialized, and also on top of that, you completely train out all the bad behavior. Will she transition into free roaming in the house when she gets older and continue in the pen? Of course she's going to be free roaming. What are you, crazy? Absolutely. This is just the most formative years. So I want to make sure that she never even develops a taste for delicious chords, you know what I mean? Or the shelf, for example, or the couch. These are some of the more important reasons as to why you have to constantly keep her in an area, in an environment that you have an eye on. Okay? I mean, she's already like pretty much bigger than the pen, right? Can we go to SCOTUS now? You blast it off. I'm going to get there, man. It's going to happen. Don't fucking worry. Jesus Christ. It's just like so wild when people are just like, wow, dude, can you get to the news now? Please. The biggest news story of the day. Yes, of course I'm going to get to it. Why can us little people never get ahead, dude? I have lost hope. Wait, what do you mean? Little people. So that's the Kaya updates. It's been really wonderful having her socialize with other dogs. So that's great. And then the other update I wanted to give you guys is that this morning I'm on a fucking phone call with this guy who's I think he's a film professor, but he also is like doing indie movies, right? And he wants me to be in one of his projects, and I was like, sure, whatever. And while I'm having the phone call, I'm walking around barefoot in the backyard with Kaya out, running around with the Aussie boys eating their breakfast burritos, and I look down and I see this tiny little thing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Turns out it's a goddamn bird. It's a fucking hummingbird. Okay? And it's not moving. And I'm like, oh, fuck, what is happening here? This is scary. Is it dying? What the fuck's going on? We find out that it's a hummingbird. Luckily, I didn't step on it, right? Alex immediately picks the fucking bird up. Very Australian. They were also making fun of me for saying a spider that we saw was large. They're like, yeah, you think it's a large spider? Not a large spider. I'll show you what a fucking large spider looks like. Anyway. Yeah, exactly. So, we thought the bird was fucking dying. Immediately, I take a couple photos and send it to, obviously, my bird person. Everyone's got to have one in a pinch, you know? And the person I'm, of course, referencing is Maya. Immediately, I'm like, Maya, what the fuck do I do? This bird is like, is it dying? How do I fix this? She puts me in contact with a bird sanctuary, and I get in contact with them, and, I was like, Maya, help. She's like, I can help you, but you should probably reach out to like a bird sanctuary in your area. And I did, and I sent them this photo, the photos that I took, some of which you saw. They said that this was, they said that we shouldn't be fearful, and that we shouldn't be worried at all. As a matter of fact, that this is a baby bird. It's a baby hummingbird. It's a male baby hummingbird, as a matter of fact. And Alex had taken the bird and put him near the hedges in my backyard because we thought maybe he's just like paralyzed with fear and he'll like chill out if he's in an elevated area away from us. Turns out that's not like the super best thing to do. Here's the photo of that as well. Here you go. Thank you, Fizz. This is how I found the bird. This is Alex holding the bird with his fucking gross-ass thumbs, worse than mine. Did you know you're not supposed to touch baby birds? Bunch of fucking bird experts in here, I guess. Yeah. So, we put the bird there. Now, notice how the bird is actually alert right there. The bird is actually very, very alert. Turns out I sent this photo to the sanctuary, and she was like, "Oh, this is great news. This means that the bird is not crying right now. This means that the mother actually is able to feed her. But I still, but she still told me to get a shoebox that's open up top, lay down a bunch of flat paper towels in the toolbox or shoebox, and then leave it on a ladder, like on a elevated area. So that's precisely what I did. I put her in the shoebox. I had to like pick her up, which was like very scary. Kind of gross, really, because like it's a hummingbird, but it still has like a almost bug-like quality, and I can't really. I'm great at killing bugs. I'm not necessarily great at like picking them up. So that's what I did. I took a shoebox and with a bunch of flat paper towels in the bottom, put the bird in it, and now the mother can very easily come and feed her. I'm going to check in periodically throughout the day. Bug-like quality. Yeah, the hummingbird is like very small. They look like fucking bugs. There are bugs that are larger than hummingbirds, so especially a baby hummingbird. So that's what I did. I put her in the fucking shoebox, and now the mother can easily fly down and feed her. Skittish, unpredictable, bug-like. Yeah. So for those of you didn't know this, of course, but it's a teachable moment to chatters. The mother won't interact with a baby that a human touches. You're just not right about that at all. According to the Hummingbird Sanctuary, you are just wrong. That is apparently not true. So, I thought you said it was a male baby bird. It is a male baby bird. I might be misgendering the bird because the bird has like very feminine air to her, to him. Fuck. Whatever. The bird is trans. I've decided. Okay? So, teachable moment for you. You're not supposed to feed the bird if the mother is already feeding the bird, but if the mother is not feeding the bird and the bird is like constantly crying, here's another thing. You should always call a bird sanctuary, like bird rescue, a place first, but they will tell you what to do. And what you're supposed to do in that situation, I think, is like 4 parts water, 1 part sugar, and then like feed the baby bird with like a drip feeder, or potentially with, if you have a drip feeder, or potentially with like a teaspoon, basically. That gives the bird some momentum, some life, basically, so that he can survive. Or Q-tip, sorry, not even a teaspoon, a Q-tip. Drip it off of a teaspoon, and that mimics nectar, and that's basically what the mother is feeding the bird anyway. Baby birds are. Baby bird thing is what parents say to kids so they don't touch them, aka chatters or kids. Yeah, probably. What if the bird is doing keto? The original urban myth was birds can smell you and abandon their nest, but unfortunately for the people who came up with this myth, birds just do that sometimes for no apparent reason. They cannot smell very well, lol. Yeah. Why didn't you feed her to Kaya? Because I don't want her to establish a taste for blood, dude. What the fuck do you mean? I don't want her to like... I've seen what this freak does to a cricket before, like a big cricket. So I did not want her to do that to the fucking little baby bird, okay? That's why. There was certainly a cricket that was on my balcony that Kaya literally pounced on and was like playing with her gigantic fucking paws that are capable of concussing someone like myself. And she was just fucking boom, boom, boom, slamming into this fucking cricket, which shocked me a little bit. She does have very cat-like qualities. My beagle took down a huge fucking cardinal a few years ago. I was never so proud and disgusted at the same time. Yeah. Did you hear they might cancel TwitchCon EU? Why? Because of the fucking riots? That would be lame because I kind of want to go now just to experience the riots. But I don't know if that's the case. Like, I didn't even want to go to France, but now that there are riots happening, I kind of do want to go to France. They're throwing grenades at cops, apparently. You didn't raise Kaya right? Playing with crickets is British coded? Fuck, I didn't think of that. Well, maybe Pakistan coded, so then that's fair and good. Kaya is actually Pakistani. My dog ate a ground nest of birds before I could stop him. I was so mad. My black lab pounced on a baby quail the other day, and it was too late to save the burb. Yeah, there's a lot of dog stories. But anyway, yeah, Pakistan mentioned. The amount of Islamophobia I've seen just scrolling through the Twitter timeline is actually scary. Wait, what about what Islamophobia is going on? So anyway, that's the story. That's the updates we worked out this morning. Me, Alex, and Alexa. They're out doing some stuff. They're doing meetings and shit. I'm here. I'm live. I think the one you found is a juvenile Rufus hummingbird, but you also have these bad boys in your area, Costa's hummingbird. Yeah, apparently Los Angeles is like ripe with hummingbirds. Oh, LA literally has parrots. Did you guys know that LA has wild parrots? It's not even a joke. There's just straight up wild parrots. Like, the Aussie boys were like, that's a fucking parrot. I'm like, no, it's not. Get the fuck out of here. And I found out that, like, literally there are wild parrots in Los Angeles, which is sick. Yes, the Pasadena parrots. Most of them are in Pasadena. Well, some of them are in West Hollywood. Not native, but yes. Yeah, well, regardless. I did not know that. Yeah, it's fucking sick. It's so cool. They're not native, but naturalized. Bird sanctuary fire a long time ago. Okay. What? A rich guy imported them after he dammed a river and got a bag in Pasadena. Yeah, the 1,800 parrots in a tree in my backyard wake me up every day. I mean, that's kind of cool. Big parrot population in San Francisco as well. California is great for wild birds. Los Angeles has flocks of wild parrots. They're awesome, so chatty and fun. WeHo gets a lot of them. Yeah. It's like the Hearst zebras. They're still here. Do not rub the birds back. I repeat, do not rub the birds back. It's sexually pleasuring for them, lol. Yeah, don't worry. I am not anywhere. I am not interested in touching this bird, okay? Like I established, my contact with this fucking bird was very limited because, let's be real, I still, in my mind, it still has like a very bug-like quality to it. Which is the reason why I was like, I'm not trying to touch this fucking thing, okay? İstanbul'da yabani papağanlar var mı? Hamabet kuşları vardı sanırım. Anyway, I'll keep you guys posted on the bird updates. I'll give you guys bird updates. Chatters be like, hey, don't jack off that bird in case you were thinking about it. Yeah, literally, just... they think it's a fucking normal thing to say. But anyway, those are all the updates. There's just peacocks walking around the streets of Pasadena too. That's insane. But let's get to the news. We're obviously going to get started with the Supreme Court decision. We're expecting Biden to also be live. He was supposed to be live 15 minutes ago to give remarks on the student debt ruling. But, you know, we got a statement from them so far. But let's get started with the Supreme Court striking down Biden's student loan forgiveness, which is fucking awful.